Alright, welcome to the first ever episode of Wrestling Threshold Thursday, where we talk about thresholds and a little bit of wrestling in between.
Yes, sir. Because who cares about wrestling when you got thresholds?
Exactly. So, we're going to discuss Raw, NXT, AEW for this week. So, Raw started off with Matt Riddle.
Yeah, that, so, the Riddle promo. I got a couple things. First, I'd like to point out Riddle's outfit. May I first ask why he has a scooter?
He has a scooter because he is Matt Riddle.
Okay. And also, I would like to point out he's wearing sandals. The same sandals that you would see a 15-year-old high school girl wearing. And that was just really weird to look at. You got this man who looks a little bit like a younger version of Triple H, and wearing high school girl sandals, which was a little concerning, not gonna lie.
Well, his whole character is, he is like Bill and Ted.
All in one person?
He is Bill and Ted combined.
I haven't heard him say bogus yet.
Okay, I gave the promo a 7.
What?
I gave the promo a 7.5.
I would give it like a 6. To me, it's just like a normal promo, just like I'm gonna get revenge on y'all, just like that normal. Nothing too great.
Yeah, I liked it a lot because it had a potential breakup of RK Bro. And that actually transitioned into the first match, Matt Riddle and the Street Profits versus the Usos and Sami Zayn.
Yes. A couple things I'd like to point out is, first, Sami Zayn, Sami Zayn, he shows absolutely no mercy when he first gets in the ring. You just see him immediately start, like, jumping on, like, Riddle's ribs. And that's just, like, really just brutal way to start things off.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed is with the Usos, they are, I don't like the Usos. I feel like they're too flashy. Like, they'll tag each other in, and instead of, like, immediately jumping into the ring, they're, like, standing there in the audience, like, with their hands in the air, like, wanting people to praise them. And then that actually lets Riddle, I believe it was Jay was showing off, and then Riddle, like, started, like, snarling like a dog and, like, jumped on him. Yeah. So, like, the Usos have this thing where they're too show-offy. But that part where, I think it's Riddle, he's in the ring, he's fighting Jimmy and Jay all, like, both at once, jumping back and forth, and that was really impressive, because after everything he went through previous week, him fighting both of them at the same time was really incredible.
Yep, I like that part. So, the things that I have to say about that match is, I didn't like Sami Zayn trying to just suck up to the Bloodline. I think he's too good of a singles performer to be doing that. And I just feel like WWE's wasting his potential again.
Yeah.
I just don't like the Street Profits in general, just as a whole.
Yeah, they were very weak. They were most definitely not the MVP of this match. They just got knocked down a lot. They would, like, get hit once, and they're like, oh, I'm down.
Yeah, I just don't like their characters in general, to be honest. There was another tag team WWE had during the end of the Ruthless Aggression era called Crime Time. This is just like a toned-down version of Crime Time.
Yeah.
It's just a recycled gimmick. I also thought Matt Riddle doing the RKO to end the match was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then after that, there was Bobby Lashley and MVP and Omos in a promo.
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of Brock Lesnar vibes from that. How you have MVP is pretty much doing all the talking, as, you have some, like, giant, like, jock just standing there smiling. It reminds me a lot of Brock Lesnar, and who I really hate.
Sorry about that. I'm an imbecile and stopped the recording.
Yes, you did. So anyway, I was just pretty much saying like how MVP reminds me a lot of Paul Heyman, and how they just do all the talking, as Brock Lesnar, or in this case like Osmos, just like stands there and like stares off into space. So it just a lot of Brock Lesnar vibes, and I was just not too thrilled.
I actually like that they're hooking Amos up with MVP, because I heard Amos cut one promo and it was not good. So I'd rather have him just hook up with someone who can actually talk rather than try to talk.
Yeah.
I also like just the idea of big guy going in there, showing up, killing someone, eating them, pooping them out, and killing them.
Sounds like you're really into Skyrim.
Alright, I forgot to ask, what did you give the first match, the 6-man tag?
I gave it an 8, just because how Riddle was able to hold his own.
You gave it an 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
I gave it an 8 as well.
Okay.
And what did you give this promo?
Give it 7.5.
That is also what I gave it. Did you read my notes ahead of time?
I did not.
Okay. So, promo 3 was Judgment Day.
Yes. Judgment Day. I just have just some issues.
A lot of issues.
Okay, so first, I'm like, what's really the point of this? I'm like, it sounds like this is like a cult of Edge.
Yeah.
That's what this reminds me of. Like, and it's just, I feel like there was like a little bit of like inconsistency of what they were talking about. And it just, why? I think it's my real question. Why is this a thing? Why do we need a cult of Edge trying to make people seize them by life, like seize life? Like that is just weird.
Yeah.
And then he just like starts calling out a bunch of professional sports players. It's like, if they told you to do this, would you take this? I'm like it's kind of like comparing like apples and tomatoes. Like, this is WWE, this isn't basketball or like football or it was a very weird promo that I was not digging.
I feel the same way. I think Damian Priest is not great on the mic.
No, not at all.
I just kind of wish he would go out there, kill someone, eat them, poop them out.
I have a question for you. Why do you want people to die? I think you've been playing too much violent video games.
Well, I just want Damian Priest to go out there and drop the 20 bomb.
Okay then. Yes, yeah. Seems like you've been playing too much Call of Duty. Alright. Now that would be interesting. Them coming out there with guns.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Kane has killed Undertaker way too many times.
So you would rather see the cult of Edge kill people?
I want to see just people die.
Okay.
Not really, obviously.
So you want more blood sport type WWE?
Yes.
Gladiator fights?
Yes.
I'm actually, I would love that. Yeah, and make Hell in a Cell a lot more interesting. And really redefine the name of Hell in a Cell. Yeah, actually, WWE, if you're listening, please make that a thing.
Okay, so I also think the whole Judgment Day stable kind of reminds me of the Monday Night Messiah gimmick Seth Rollins was doing.
Yeah.
I think Rhea Ripley is not great on the mic either.
She didn't do much though. She just, said they're like brainwashed, like minions. Like, hail Edge, everyone join our creepy cult, or you will be murdered, I guess.
It's like what Matt Hardy was doing in TNA when he was doing the broken gimmick.
Oh, yeah.
I like what Edge said. I thought he was alright.
Isn't he old? Like, I literally wrote here, isn't Edge super old? Like, how is this man not done?
Okay, what happened with Edge is he started wrestling for WWE in 1998. He wrestled with WWE until 2011, and then he messed up his leg, I think, and he couldn't wrestle anymore. And then he just got cleared to come back in 2020, so he was like, alright, I'll do that.
I mean, I just looked it up. He's actually only 48, which makes me think he looks a lot older than he really is.
Well, that's what getting put through tables every week will do to you.
You know, I could handle it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, totally.
So then that promo led into the match, Liv Morgan and AJ Styles versus Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what'd you give the promo?
Oh, 5.
I as well gave it a 5, get out of my head.
I can't, I'm sorry, my apologies, but maybe you're copying me, I don't know.
I wrote the review first.
Did you though?
Yes.
Did you though?
Yes.
Okay.
So what'd you think of the match?
It was a decent match. There was nothing too special about it, I feel like. It was mediocre, I feel like, at best.
Yeah, I said it was mediocre as well. I thought it had some decent in-ring work.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like Judgment Day, so I don't really have any interest in the match.
Yeah, I get that. I just feel like they are it's a boring storyline.
I thought Liv Morgan's improved a lot since I first saw her start wrestling. In-ring wise.
Yeah.
She's doing a lot better. So, promo 4, Seth Rollins. Oh wait, no. What'd you give the match?
I'll give it a 6. Just middle of the road. Well, not middle of the road. Middle of the road would be 5. Slightly better than middle of the road 6.
Okay. I gave it a 6.5.
Okay.
Promo 4, Seth Rollins.
So I think Seth Rollins really shines better as a heel. That's kind of like something he's really good at. So him just continuing this whole heel thing, it's interesting. But I feel like now he has the same personality over and over again as kind of like the Monday Night Messiah. Like this whole like, I'm so fantastic, I'm so great. Whoever opposes me shall be murdered and executed via guillotine type stuff. And I feel like it's getting a little old.
Actually, he's not doing the Monday Night Messiah anymore. Do you know what his current gimmick is?
But what?
Calls himself the Drip God.
Oh my gosh.
So cringy.
So, like I said, it's not the Monday Night Messiah anymore, but it's still, I am a god, everyone shall obey me, or I will go French Revolution on you, or something like that. And I need someone different. Change it up a little bit.
I refer to him currently as midlife crisis Seth.
Yes, that's a beautiful way to describe it. Yes.
He calls himself the Drip God and he wears a bunch of weird suits.
Yeah, yes, the drip, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What'd you give the promo?
Probably a 6.5.
I gave it a 6. Okay, and match 3 is Cody Rhodes versus The Miz.
So, I just recently started getting back into wrestling. And Cody Rhodes, I like him. Because he's good at...
Well, my phone, which was used to... We're back on. My phone died.
I I was just saying that, shoot. He's a great technician. And he's just really great at, like, running around, the ring and just, like, really using, like, the ring to his advantage to get a hand on his opponents. I really thought it was, like, awesome that he gave his belt to the kid, and then after he was still whipped with the belt, he still made sure to deliver it back to the kid. So I thought that was sweet. I also really hate The Miz. I've always hated him. Just, first time I saw his first promo, I was just like, ugh, yeah, you suck, buddy. So, I appreciate him getting his butt whooped.
I actually really like The Miz.
Oh. Yeah, I think he's arrogant. He's too prideful. He's, ugh. Like, ugh, no.
And this is when Sea Dragon comes to tell me we can no longer be friends because I like The Miz.
No, you can have your own opinion. Just, your opinion is wrong. No.
Okay. So, what do you give the match?
So, I'm gonna give it 7.5.
7.5? That's fair. I gave it an 8.
Okay.
And match 4, MVP versus Bobby Lashley. Oh.
You good? You said, oh.
Yeah. I'm just talking about this match. Oh.
Yeah, you know, MVP, the first, I don't know, minute was just him, like, getting in and out of the ring. And it bugs me when people do this. It's like, stop running, you chicken, and get hit in the face. Like, you know, man up. Anyway, and then the end when Osmosis, whatever his name is.
Omos.
Omos, yeah.
Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis Jones, yes. No, just like, he's like, you know, now, like, getting involved, and, you know, the ref doesn't even notice that Osmosis Jones is, like, beating on Bobby Lashley. No, he's not paying attention to that. He does care, though, that Bobby Lashley got typed out.
Yes, of course. As typical wrestling goes.
They're blind. Refs are blind.
I gave the match a 3 out of 10.
Like Vince McMahon or something, like.
Yeah, I gave the match a 3 out of 10.
Can I give it 2.5? Can I go lower than 3? Like.
Yeah, you can.
Can I give it a 0?
0?
Yes.
Okay.
I give it a 0.
I will put that down as your score.
Yes.
And then main event, match 5, Becky Lynch versus Asuka.
I want to ask the question real quick. What's up with Asuka vomiting in people's faces?
That is her thing. It's what she does.
Giving people COVID?
Yeah, that's what she does.
Okay. That's weird. That's kind of gross. I don't know. They're both interesting characters. Interesting. To me, their rivalry is just, it's classic. It's just like a cookie cutter type, I want revenge type stuff, or I want this championship, I want to beat you. It's just, it's plain to me.
Yeah, you are not wrong. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Because the match was actually pretty good, I thought. What would you say about it?
7. Just 7, yeah. It was decent.
So, did you do the math to find out what you gave the show overall?
I did not do the maths. I did not know I was supposed to do the maths.
Okay, I will do the maths.
Now let's start playing some Jeopardy music.
Yeah. 8 plus 7.5 plus...
You're using a calculator, right?
Yes.
Alright, good.
Plus 6 plus 6.5 plus 7.5 plus 0
Yes, that's 0.
plus 7 divided by a 9. You gave it a 5.9.
Yep.
And I ended up giving it a 6.5. So it seems like we both thought the show was pretty mediocre.
Yeah, I feel like there's been better, and I know that there will be better.
And there has been a lot worse.
Yes. There has been 0s.
There has been the Alexa Bliss Bailey This Is Your Life segment. That was so bad. I wanted to gouge my eyeballs out and shove them in a blender after watching that.
So it's really total destruction of your eyes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, NXT 2.0.
Yes, NXT.
Opening promo with the dawn of NXT.
As I was watching, I couldn't help but thinking, oh, are the Sopranos and WWE doing a crossover? That's what I thought I was watching. I was waiting for someone to say, leave the gut, take the cannoli. It's like cheap Godfather Sopranos knockoff.
Yeah.
And I kind of like it.
I gave it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8. Like, just that was it's the stupidest thing ever, and I love it.
Later on the show, he literally says, I'm going to give them an offer they can't refuse.
Yes, like, it's amazing.
Still. Okay, so the match with the Wise Guys and Idris, Enofe, and Malik Blade.
Yes. It was okay. I really want to focus on the end. When a whole nother rival gang family ran in there, it's like NXT is Harlem or some type of New York City, and they're caught in the crossfires between two rival mobs, and I feel like that is what I'm watching now when I look at NXT.
I bet they're going to do like The Sopranos did and have it be an anticlimactic finish between the two gangs like Jersey and New York.
Yeah.
That would be horrible.
Yeah.
So promo 2 is Wesley. Did you get this far?
I did not get this far.
Okay, you got to the first match.
I ran out of time and had to clean.
I see.
Yeah.
So I gave the promo a 6 out of 10 because it was pretty generic. And then match 2 was Wesley versus Senga. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I thought it was pretty good. Gave it a 7 out of 10. I liked that Wes really sold his injuries, and it really sold Senga's strength. Senga is like Braun Strowman, but on NXT. And honestly, I kind of got the Braun Strowman versus Sami Zayn vibes from the match.
Yeah.
And at the end, it ended with Senga actually saving Wesley from his rival. So it was a good show of respect there. Next match is Alba Fire versus Elektra Lopez. Right, 6 out of 10. Had a fast pacing to it.
Yeah.
That's about all I have to say about the match. I pretty much forgot everything about it. Match 3 match 4 is Roxanne Perez versus Lash Legend. It was a curb stomp of a match. until Roxanne reversed the move, rolled Lash up, and then got the dub. Good 7 out of 10 because it had the underdog win. Next match, Mandy Rose versus Indy Hartwell. It was pretty decent, kind of disappointed, could have been better. I don't like that the backstage brawl decided the match. And at the end of the match, Mandy Rose's rival came out and dropped basketballs on her.
Basketballs.
And she was selling it as if it broke her legs.
She also never been hit by a real basketball before. Because, I'm not gonna lie, they don't feel great to be hit by. But, it's not like they're dropping boulders on you.
Yeah. I mean, she was screaming from basketballs.
Yeah, she apparently has never been hit by real basketballs before. Unless those basketballs she was being hit by were, like lead-filled or something.
No, they were like rubber basketballs.
Yeah.
So I said basketballs don't hurt that much.
Calm down.
I've been hit in the eye with a basketball before. It doesn't hurt that much.
I mean, I think I got hit in the head by like a dog. One time I was doing like a gauntlet run, and it was dodgeball. So it really, I thought it was gonna be fine until one hit me at the bridge of my eyes, and it caused my vision just to like fail for like a quick second.
Yeah.
And then I ran to the wall, which then maybe scuffed. My arm was bleeding everywhere, and I ran my leg into the wall, so my knee hurt, and yeah.
I give that match a 7 out of 10. Would have been an 8 if the backstage brawl didn't decide the match. And basketballs really don't hurt that much.
Yeah.
I mean, she was screaming as if someone just shot her in the leg. Promo 3, Braun Breaker. That's Scott Steiner's kid. Do you know who Scott Steiner is?
My apologies, but I do not.
Okay, he was a wrestler for WWF in the early 90s and WCW in the late 90s to early 2000s.
Okay.
So, Braun Breaker is actually the NXT champion right now. I actually really like his character. I think he's pretty good. The promo builds up the rivalry. I gave it an 8 out of 10. Match 6 is Fallon Henley versus Tiffany Stratton. I gave it an 8 out of 10. It was an impressive match from both superstars, back and forth. It had the fun flips and stuff, but it also had other stuff, so it was a good variety. Tiffany Stratton won. I wish Fallon Henley won. Fallon Henley, have you ever seen that stupid show Miley Cyrus was on? What was it called? Hannah Montana?
Sadly, I have seen it.
Okay, remember Miley Cyrus's alter ego, the one with the brown hair?
Hannah Montana?
No, not Hannah Montana, but the one that doesn't sing.
Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, she had a different name.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Her first name was Miley in the show, but she had a different name. Last name.
Stewart?
Yeah, sure. That's probably it. Fallon Henley's character is Miley Stewart.
Did you not want me to read the plot summary of the Hannah Montana show?
I mean, you can if you want.
Well, you're not reading that? Okay.
Yeah, Fallon Henley's character is Miley Stewart. But kind of good.
Is that... No, I don't see how that can be good.
Yeah, I mean, It was alright. Match 7 is Von Wagner versus Ikemen Hero. Zero, I mean. I give this match a 5 out of 10. It went on for too long. It went on for 5 minutes.
That's not that bad.
Well, it was big guy, Von Wagner, trying to wrestle, but he can't wrestle that well.
Yeah.
So he should have just gone out there, murdered him,
Yes.
ate him,
Oh.
pooped him out, and murdered the poop.
You can't murder inanimate objects?
He should have found a way.
Okay.
And that's what happened towards the end of the match.
So you just want bloodbath, is what you're saying?
Yes, I want it to be ECW.
I see.
Yeah, next there was a barbershop gimmick where the former champion was in a barbershop talking to his friends and stuff. That's what happened.
That's it?
Yeah, that's what happened.
That sounds horrible.
It was kind of fun. I don't know. I enjoyed it. The final match is Braun Breaker versus Dutch Hudson. I give the match a 7.5 out of 10. Braun wrestles a lot like his dad, Scott Steiner, so it was cool. I liked it demonstrated Braun's strength, and it ended with Braun Breaker getting himself DQ'd because he beat someone with a chair.
Now that would hurt more than basketballs.
Yes, it would hurt more than basketballs, and the guy just kind of fell. He didn't even scream. He was just like, oh, okay. But basketballs, man, basketballs will kill you. Like, if that hit her on the head, she would have died.
Oh no, don't say that, because now...
Vince is gonna hear it.
Basketballs.
Vince is gonna hear it. Oh no.
Oh no!
Vince, I was kidding.
Oh no! Oh! They have the basketballs! Repeat, they have basketballs! Everyone run!
Yeah. AEW Dynamite match 1 was a steel cage with special guest referee MJF. It was Sean Spears versus Wardlow. Wardlow being... Okay, sorry about that. Sea Dragon got attacked by a group of wild basketballs and he was rushed to a local medical facility. So I'll be covering the review from here on out of AEW Dynamite. Match 1 was a steel cage, a special guest referee between Sean Spears and Wardlow. I liked the handcuff break. The low blow was too far, MJF. Steel cage matches are awesome in general, so I really did like this. The post-match assault was great. Wardlow wins the post-match assault but lost the match. It was really good, exciting. Wardlow killed at least 20 people. And I gave it an 8 out of 10. Pretty good. Promo 1, face-to-face, Punk versus Hangman Adam Page. Good promo. I could feel the anger that Adam Page has for Punk. And it seems like Page kind of cut half of a pipe bomb against CM Punk, which is really cool. And Punk got decked. He got absolutely decked. Match 2 was Private Party versus Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Good, fast-paced action. John and Eddie have great chemistry. I like the Private Party high-flying. I like Private Party's high-flying nature. It was a good double finish with Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Match 3 was for the Ring. I gave Match 2 an 8 out of 10, but Match 3 was for the Ring of Honor Tag Championships. It was Roppongi Vice versus FTR. It's good to see FTR being used to their full potential after their failed WWE run. I think some good back and forth action. But what everyone was really talking about with this match is that two stars from New Japan Pro Wrestling showed up and put two people through a table. So it's pretty good. I gave it an 8 out of 10 just for the New Japan cameo. Promo 2 was the Hardys. Had a good promo, and I think Jeff Hardy started rapping halfway through, which was weird, but I think I enjoyed it. 7 out of 10. Match 4 was Ricky Starks versus Swerve Strickland versus Jungle Boy. Fun. It was action-packed, set up for Double or Nothing. Ricky Starks looked really good in his match, or in this match. Swerve escaped a superplex by Jungle Boy, and then hit his finisher and won the match. Really good all the way around. 9 out of 10. It was a great match. Promo 3, Thunder Rosa. Didn't really like it. 6 out of 10. Pretty generic, but not bad. Match 5, I think this was the Owen Hart winning semifinal. Britt Baker versus Toni Storm. I liked Toni Storm's top talent push after her failed WWE run. Fast paced, evenly fought, back and forth, really good. 8 out of 10. Match 6 was Owen Hart men's semifinal. Samoa Joe versus Kyle O'Reilly. Great match. Great submission to end. Samoa Joe and Kyle O'Reilly put on a banger. 9 out of 10, which in review leaves Raw at a... I gave Raw a 6.5. Then I gave NXT a 6.9, so it's better than Raw. And I gave AEW Dynamite a 7.7, which is a pretty good show. All around, AEW had the best show this week. This week's SmackDown will be covered in next week's episode. I'll also cover New Japan and Impact next episode. And I'll be joined by Sea Dragon once again. See you in the next one. Bye. Actually, before I go, I want to leave you with this thing of nightmares right here.